Hello everybody, welcome back to episode 10 of From Ashes Reborn. Remastered. Recombobulated. Why are my clouds on? Oh, I know why my clouds are on. Because I've been jumping back between Beta 173 and here. Heads up news for those of you who haven't joined a recent live stream. I have completed the aesthetic pass of my mini CTM beta 1.73 map that I've mentioned before. It started to begin the process of the looting and spawnering and stuff like that. So it's getting there. Took a little bit of work to get at least get the aesthetic pass due to trying to figure out how to build some oh boy. How to build areas. I don't know if I would say interesting, maybe so much, but how to build areas, or at least the final couple areas for the map. Lots of references and lots of pulls from other maps of the older and CTM genre in general. So some of them might be a pain, which is perfectly acceptable. Okay. But yeah, managed to get the aesthetic pass of Slip in Time completed. And like I said, I began working on the loot and spawners, which just a cave noise. Surprisingly enough, is quite difficult to do looting spawners for such an old version of the game where balance is hard. There will have to probably be quite a bit of testing to try to get this right. But here we are today, playing a little Minecraft. Figured, why not? You all would enjoy joining in. So, we are looking for our next wool. Hi, spider. Trying to kind of just peek through areas that we haven't been to before. Figure they're gonna lead to something. Oh, like Dungeon 10, Land of Mycelium. Fire, stop. I have, since last time, gone ahead, repaired all our gear. I'll show you in a second. Repaired all the gear. Well, was repaired. I repaired all the gear. Got myself a little extra torches and arrows. Used up some of the emeralds since we're not really using the emeralds for anything besides really anything. So, used some of the 9 emeralds that we had. We have a block extra as well, so maybe we'll break that apart and use it for something if necessary. But I used a handful of emeralds that we had. Ow, ow, ow. Used a handful of emeralds we had. Got torches, arrows, etc. Realistically, I feel it's about as useful as the emeralds are going to be. Since we already got our sword off of them. I mean, there is a good chance we could lose our sword, so having those emerald backups wouldn't be the worst, but meh. Why have them sitting around doing nothing, and not use them? I'd rather use them and not need them than. Wait, how am I going to go with this? Then need them and not use them? No. I am going all kinds wrong with this analogy. I'd rather have them and use them. Here we go. Dungeon 13, the terminal. Oh, we found a second dungeon. Let's go in this one. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, ow, ow. Ow! Let's go in this one. Hello. Pardon me. Let's go in this one since we're right here. And we already know where the other one is, so that we'll get to that. Don't trust. No. Don't trust pressure plates. They are Dickens. Oh. And will ultimately lead to our demise. Because I can almost guarantee there is a trap in here somewhere. Oh god! Oh! Well, there's bad stuff above us. I didn't see that coming. Well, now I know. Thank goodness. That did not lead to my death. Power 3 flamethrower. Ooh. That would be a good bow to grab just as an upgrade source. Record, why not? I mean, we might be able to use it. No! Spider! Stop it! Spider! Woo! Alright, well, let's back away from that shenanigans. Back away from that shenanigans. Maybe get a little bit of lighting out here. Just to make all of this safer. Hi, zombie villager. How's it going? How's your mom? Is she good? Glad to hear. I'm tempted to switch over to it, but I've been messing around with the latest texture pack for the proposed changes that Japa, the Mojang texture pack resource guy or texture artist, he's been doing over at for the Java edition. He's put out some a kind of a test pack to get people's feedback and stuff such like that. I've been tempted to switch over to that permanently because it is infinity bow. I'm actually really enjoying it. Which, speaking of that, let's do this. There we go. I'm actually a pretty big fan. I mean, there's some blocks that are kind of weird, but you get used to them pretty quickly. Overall, I'm a really big fan of this, and I feel like I want to start using it more. Has a lot of really cool textures in it that I'm a really big fan of, like redstone lamps and the mossy stone brick and such like that. So let's roll with this. Let me know what you think. There are some textures that are different that you gotta kind of get used to. Like the iron and diamond stuff. Cobble is a bit different. Pretty much the whole set. Whole kit and caboodle is different. But I actually like the changes that are proposed changes that Japa has done. Ow. Stop it. Stop it, spider. And I look forward to possibly version 3, because this is version 2 of the texture, the resource pack. What Mojang did is essentially they just kind of announced that, hey, we're doing it's more or less an open beta to the resource pack, or what will become vanilla. So it's opt-in right now. You don't have to. See, even this one looks cool. Opt-in right now. You don't have to actually use it, but if you want to use it, here you go. Here's the link. Download it. Use it. Some things look a little weird still, but I'm sure they'll polish that out as they go, or they'll keep it. Who knows? It seems like this should be a smidgen fatter, but that's just my thoughts. I do. It feels a little different than Minecraft, like just because I've played Minecraft for a long time, much longer than I've been doing the YouTubes. At the same time, it still feels very Minecrafty, just like a slightly higher defy Minecraft, which I have done before and I actually kind of enjoyed. I've definitely used no trespassing. Oh, well, that sounds like where we need to go. I've definitely used the faithful texture packs before, where it essentially just high defs the normal texture. Hello? Definitely just high defs the normal texture. But it's, I mean, pretty much the same thing. Do I have ladders? I do not have ladders. Ladders. Why do I not have ladders? Okay. I think we might have to make some ladders here. Unless I can find some around here. Hello! Ladders! Okay. Well, let's just assume I am not gonna find any ladders. Let's go ahead. Oh boy. Get out of my inventory, you garbage. Let's assume we're not going to find any ladders around here, which is a shame. But let's assume we aren't. Let's go ahead and make ourselves some ladders. I mean, it's using the same texture resolution than the previous version of Minecraft has, but just maybe it's because there's the extra detail that's in each of these blocks that makes it look so much better. Okay, so we're just gonna make a ton of sticks. Make it, well, not really a ton, but a handful of ladders. Hello! Bad stuff! Oh, no you don't. Why not? For emergency's sake, because there's always the possibility that I might get into a shitty situation where I need to, oh hello, I need to get out of here quickly, and not having to traverse the jungle of ladders does make things a bit easier. Hello! Bad stuff? Siegfried's log. I can see them and they can see me. Always watching, white eyes, dark body. They are everywhere. They don't know why they are. Change, carrying blocks around, disappearing around. Look at them. Oh, it's Enderman. They are coming for me. I can feel it. All the money in the world could not save me. Then what can save me? Can save this world? It's the Enderman of the world, and we know it all. I feel bad for that. Okay, so seems like we're gonna be dealing with Enderman. Let's just block off these paths. Oh, that gravel kind of looks nice. Let's block out the paths where we can. Oh boy. Kind of looks like the way that we're gonna need to go to get in. Oh, you primed, aren't you? You are. Of course you are. Oh no! No, no, no. Run, 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 run. Oh boy. No. And a no. Also a big fan of this new cobble texture. It's kind of like the old one, but a bit softer. Okay. Get rid of a few of these bars so it makes it easier to get up here if necessary. Swordfish. Bugger off. Oh boy. Bugger off, zombie. Okay. Oh boy. We're getting into the bad times. Bad times brigade. Okay. How's the gear looking? Oh yeah, it just feels so thin. We're not that thin. We've got curves. Steve's got curves. No, 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 stop it! Damn it, skeleton! Okay. I would love to say we're making progress and moving forward, but I have no faith in that assumption. Okay. Maybe that will... Maybe that extra lighting excursion there will help make a little more progress. So fish, we have time for your shit. I will say though, that new texture on the spawner does make it a little bit trickier to gauge what the mob is from a distance. So maybe that's some critical feedback. Not that Jappa watches my videos, but could be a bit of critical feedback. Ooh, hello. Does make it a little harder to see what the actual mob is. Though it does test that I'm not as used to these textures as so that I don't know. It's probably the case where you could see the mob is pretty handily, but I just don't know well enough. Ours is. All right, let's walk myself here. Lots of delicious, delicious steak. Or, beef. Pre-steak. Alright. Anything special with these furnaces? Fahrenheit? Oh boy. That is definitely a room that we could get into. Is it a room we want to get into, and are there other ways to get into it? It is possible that we kind of just loop around and eventually get there. Let's just assume we get over to there first before we kind of go digging through the wall. that's a lot of creepers. Hello? Hello? Bad things? Get rid of every single pressure plate we see. I do not have enough faith in this map to not get, like, completely baited out the wazoo. Okay, yeah. Oh, that's a Vex. Ow. Ow. Backstop it. Hell. Jesus Christ! Oh, they hurt so much. They hurt so much. Ah, damn it. Alright, well, hopefully it's nighttime. And it's not nighttime. Let's make the fun trek back. Well, luckily for us, it's not a particularly hard nor long run back, so we can get back in pretty quick, timely fashion. Though getting everything back in its proper slot is a bit more time consuming. Okay, there are a handful of items that are not particularly useful on our person. Begone! Do. You go there. You go there. My inventory is way too full. I should make a... Let's make a chest. Just as a kind of a backup chest. Well, maybe not so much a backup chest, but a checkpoint chest. That sounds a little more reasonable. Drop off all the supplies that aren't absolutely needed. There we go. Easy peasy. Alright, so we have a pain in the ass evoker over here. I think it's going to be in our best interest to just assault the evoker. Well, you're a fast one, aren't you? And you have a lot of movement. Oh. I'm going to die. Going to die. Damn it! Oh. These are one of those mobs that are exceptionally painful in the ass because they're just... You can't really line of sight them or anything like that. They could just fly through a wall and just wreck your face. Ugh. I like the concept of the Vex. Or not the Vex, the Evoker. I like the concept of the Evoker. And the fact that it has its ranged like claw attack, clawy mouth attack, but the fact the Vexes are, they hit exceptionally hard and they you can't really line of sight them kind of thing, makes them exceptionally annoying, especially if, I mean, my gear isn't the best, but I mean it's lightly enchanted iron armor, and they're doing like 3-4 hits to kill me. Seems a bit OP. Especially since that guy apparently has a shitload of health. Or a shitload of defenses. Because I hit him a good couple times with a pretty, I would say, pretty solid sword. And somehow, he put it in me. like the cheap whore I was. Alright, well, let's get back up in here. This is essentially... Oh. This is essentially the run I just did. A hot 2 seconds ago. But, yeah, you get to see the run while I ranted a little. A minute, luckily. Shouldn't be exceptionally hard to find our gear, because we were pretty close to here. Oh, and there's the new mob. I really, really want to do bad things to that mob. And I hope to do them quite soon. But we'll have to... Oh, we're missing our axe. Axe! Axe! We have a diamond axe missing. I'm a bit sad about that. Alright, I don't know if oh, well, this is a chest I haven't looted before. Did I leave it in my... Where the hell's my backup chest? I did not leave it in here. Huh. Did I just not pick it up? Maybe? You monster! You made me lose my axe! Oh, you fast as all get up. Oh, you damn Vex! If I recall, Vex have a lifespan to them. Oh, God! I believe Vex have a lifespan to them. So if you can get out of line of sight and such of them, then they'll eventually just despawn, and you don't have to worry about them. That Vex has a... Oh my god, my armor. That Evoker has a ton of HP. Oh, got him. Thank the heavens. Oh, they died. Thank the heavens. But wait, there's more. We did get a totem of undying, which seems interesting, though at the same time, it's not a particularly good item. Oh. Oh, you cheeky little mobs. There we go. I think we've managed to slay the threats. Oh, I saw that diamond in there. Okay. I think we managed to slay the threats. We are free! We're free! Alright. Let's continue on. I have a feeling we're not too far off from where we actually need to be, given the strength of that evoker, but it's hard to say. Okay, is this where we start getting into the Enderman orgy, more or less? Oh, the potato. Took me a second to realize what that was. Funny thing working with Beta 173 for the mini CTM map that I'm working on. Chest, they can't stack on top of each other and open. So like right now, if you see this right here, you can open this chest because it doesn't care about that. However, in Beta 173, did I just loop around in a circle? Beta 173. This feels identical to the other area. Beta 173. Oh no, it's just the exact same looking room. Beta 173. You can't actually stack chests on top of each other, so it has made me have to reevaluate some of my chest placements, because it's like, oh, I'll put a row of chest here and row of chest above it, and or double chest rather, double chest here, double chest above it, and I'll be good. That was not the case. I had to rework a few parts while I was setting up looting or loot chests and such like that, just to take that into consideration. Fantastic. All right. Oh, well, that just unlit all of our stuff. This is what I get for not. Oh, no, 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 no. Is that a cave spider? Jesus. That's what I get for not properly lighting up the room and making assumptions. I'm invisible. Oh, creeper. If I can survive this and not lose all my gear, I will be exceptionally happy. Or lose any gear. Cheeky map maker. I should have known better. But I didn't. Alright. Well. Hurrah, hurrah. Hurrah, hurrah. Let's block that off. I think we're good. Let us stumble our way back to base. I'm just gonna pick up some loot and such, and I will meet you all back at base. Be right back. Alright, we made it back. We got our blue wool in tow. Blue core. Woo! Alright, fantastic. So we made some good progress. Did a number on our gear. I think we'll be okay in the long run, though. But that's going to do it for today, everyone. Thanks for joining, as always. And I will catch you all next time.